So yes, I'm gonna start off with this has been everything has been perfect ever since getting closer to much newer presence that Cartoon Network has brought. But this right here, this would have to be the Ren and Stimpy of Cartoon Network, so to speak, but in a different, nicer, softer type of deal here and there. You know?
Yes.
Right.
Pretty compared to you with Nickelodeon a little bit, because you have said basically Flapjack is just like the Cartoon Network version of SpongeBob.
Well, with that too. That too.
But yeah, Flapjack was an interesting show. It might have been weird here and there, but it was still enjoyable.
Well, yeah, and so on Does the Joy Southern might not. Probably because in this show, not just the characters are weird, but like the way the art style is, they make the characters look what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, I wouldn't say the art style is weird. I mean, it was fine as it is, because again, this is like back in early, so like you can't really blame them for like their animation.
Well, the way they draw the characters, they look more like Ren and Stimpy. Or that show on Netflix or something, that Pig Goat thing.
Pig Goat Banana Cricket.
Yeah, that also originated from Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so this is a story about a little boy named Flapjack, and we have this buddy, Knuckles. They sometimes get along, but it kind of gets out of hand. But they're still enjoyable.
Yeah, and of course, Flapjack's adopted mother, Bubby.
And like the introduction of it. So yeah, first getting introduced to it in Cartoon Network. Yeah, surprisingly back then they would still show episodes even though it ended, and then Cartoon Network used to have this little thing called 1 hour shorts or something. Basically, they would bring all cartoons into 1 hour like specials, and before they'll show the cartoons, they would show brackets for like singing.
Interesting.
From
and the main story, like in almost every episode, Flapjack and Captain Canut want to go to a special place called Candy Island. They're really obsessed with candies.
Well, yes, and you actually caught fish, but God fish.
Yeah, like for me, like this doesn't count as episodes yet, but before I saw any episodes, I first got introduced to it by this little short of Flapjack trying to understand like how to guide ships to waving flags, and he had trouble just doing so. It was just bad luck for him. That's how it all started for me.
Cool.
I'm like, what inspired you to just watch it? I guess since we.
Well, what inspired me? Not really inspired. I was like, hey, this is another cartoon to watch. So like, I really enjoyed this show. Because again, along with the 1 hour specials, they would also show Candy, Camp Lazlo, and many others like old cartoons from way before. But yeah, it was particular because I like the setting of it, basically the theme of it. That's what like interests me the most.
Yeah, man, fucking sitting around like pirates and sea travel.
Yeah. And of course, there are some funny moments here and there, like Fred for you.
Yeah, we will get to that, and while we can. But in fact, like, how about we just, if we can, that is, if you just want to like skip to it.
Sure. I'll basically explain my side.
Alright, well, yeah, some of the good stuff that will be. I mean, but what I always did enjoy, what had me going for it, is always watching the freaking, the promos, and the promos, of course, where sometimes they would show the characters like talking about themselves, about like why you should watch this show. It's I kind of like that. It's mostly the music too. I've always wanted to find the freaking music that they used, but it's one of those things that's just really difficult to catch. But I still enjoy seeing that nevertheless. So I'm just gonna stop it from episodes.
All right. Oh crap.
Okay, one of the episodes I can remember in particular is like the first appearance of Aunt Willie.
I don't remember if I've seen the episode or not, but I didn't really pay attention because I was trying to drink my water and it just spilled over my pants, but I'm good.
He peed his pants.
It was only my leg, calm down, but I'm just glad it didn't go over my phone because I was actually like drinking away from it, so just in case, but don't want that to happen. My mom will kill me.
Well, it's a shame that you say that right here now, because of course.
Anyway, so yeah, Aeon Willie, what are your thoughts about him?
We're not on characters yet.
I know, but
That was the name of the episode.
Ew.
And another episode I remember in particular is when Flapjack and Knuckles had to work for the dog hag for like what they did.
Oh wait, isn't that also the same episode where where they met that rich kid?
I believe so. Then again, it's been a while since I've seen this.
Wait, and work for the dog hag, because when they were scrubbing the ship one time, it was also about like Flapjack trying to learn how to make enemies, if that's what you also meant. But for me, my first one was
no, I take it.
Oh. Okay, but my first one was, yes, Kid Nichols and the Sweet Life. I gotta say, who that.
Is that it?
Kid Nichols and Sweet Life, they were like an interesting stars.
Oh, okay. I'm about to look at it. See, this is a combination of Knuckles and Flapjack. Like, when you first saw that, what were your first thoughts?
Yeah, I was like agreeing with Knuckles. I was like, yeah, he is ugly.
And what do you call it? Any more episodes that you remember?
Oh.
I do want like the first appearance of Dr. Barber.
Oh, who could ever forget him?
Yeah, and also where Flapjack needs to get a haircut because he thought he was blinded. Then, yeah. First there was a doctor, then he revealed himself to be also a barber. That's hence Dr. Barber. But of course, having a supposed map of Candy Island, they stole it. And like they're trying to find them. I always love about Dr. Barber is his quartet barbers, and I like how they chant and stuff. And then like towards the end of the episode, it looked like Barber was about to kill them, but I just removed the night part from the scissors, and apparently doesn't know how to read. And then after Flapjack got his haircut, it's actually like a letter, I think, to Knuckles. I don't remember.
Knuckles.
Knuckles. But it was a pretty interesting episode.
Oh, right. And the name of the episode, Shaving a Haircut, Two Friends. That's a reference to like, yeah, like shave and haircut, 2 bits. Like,
Who doesn't remember that? It's such a classic. It still goes on for years. They always do it nuts.
Let's see, like any other ones?
Remember where Flapjack had a minor love interest, Sally Syrup?
Yes.
And like, there's like hearts floating around above Flapjack, and they're served as candy. But the twist to find out they're actually bugs.
That was freaked out.
Yeah. Anyway, what else?
Blitz, from your
Well,
side?
it's been so long because I've seen many episodes and there's certain episodes. Remember the one where Knuckles stole a bowl full of wish candy from a mermaid?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ones. I used to be just so jealous when it comes to wish-related episodes.
Yeah, of course, Knuckles stupidly used Last Wish on his own thing and going to Candy Island, and then like remember what's going raging and stuff. It's all a different scenario. but that's all I remember.
Another episode I can name is like the last episode where like Flapjack and the Knuckles had to leave Bumblebee. Just like they became humans. I was like 12.
And yeah, like I did hear about that, where it was Thurvan Orman playing Knuckles and his son playing Flapjack, but in a funny twist, this like in an ironic way, while Thorpe was still playing Knuckles, it was actually his voice was dubbed by Brian Doyle Murray, and Thorpe voiced up his son Flap. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I get it. Like, that's only for me for episodes.
Me too.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, there were some good ones for on my side as well. Let's see which ones. Oh, there was the foot burn where they after like eating a lot of candy and Flapjack and Knuckles get a severe case of the foot burn, and they just.
I remember that. Oh man, it just unlocked a memory for me. Thank you.
That's my job.
Wow. And that's like a really forgettable episode. I totally forgot about the foot burn. Yikes. That's what you get for having your feet out in the sun. That's gotta suck. I mean, if you're a professional handstander, I mean, that would help, but what if you get sunburned on your hands? What would you do? Do the worm?
Eventually just burn up on a dog every way. Let's see. Oh, Mechanical Genie Island, where Flapjack and Knuckles get stranded.
That's another one I remember. Oh man, I always hated that thing. But a twist turns out that he was just a toy and there's like a giant baby.
Yeah, I didn't like him at all.
Me neither. But on the bright side, the genie was voiced by Jeff Bennett.
Yes, which we will get into.
Sorry. I just got carried away there. Oh, remember the one where Jack Knuckles went to a school?
Oh yeah, like Flapjack getting to know how it is for school for him since he's ever been to, and it gets difficult for Knuckles because, well, since he can't, it mostly really since like he's not really all that bright and he doesn't know left from right. That's all that is, and
yeah. And there's a twist. Turns out they're all puppets, mainly by A-Arm Willie.
But I mean, jeez, like even though that's surreal to think about, because even though that they were puppets, but in the end, Knuckles did like try to learn what it is like, but I can't. Jesus, this is like that Courage episode when the Great Facili, you know, that alligator dude, Jim Cummings.
You can't have an alligator character without having Jim Cummings voicing him.
Especially from Chopper.
And Leatherhead.
Oh, yeah, here was an interesting one for me. Whale times, where Bubby falls for this whale named Harvey, and then at the end of the episode, Knuckles says, "Har har Thursday." Because like around that time, that's where you watch shows like Chowder, Flapjack, and Toe Drama Island.
Yeah, that was a nice reference. And I just saw that reference. As they call Nerdwire, now it's called something else. Where they talk about like dirty jokes and cartoons, mainly. There's also this one where Letty Nickelbottoms made Flapjack all like very clean and nice and stuff for this guy. I forgot who he's called. And at the end of the episode, like her, Charles, and that guy were in a barrel full of sludge, and he was like splashing on her, and Knuckles is like, "Charles, I need powder, more powder, powder." That's just how she says it.
And yeah, that was also The Sweet Life. That was also like one of the episodes that I did say like earlier, but yeah, that it's a classic one.
Yeah. also there's one where they're on the moon, and the moon is sentient, and they almost went to Candy Island. But I think Knuckles had sold him somehow, and the moon refused to let him and Flapjack be on Candy Island, and it's just like spinning him around him and his gravitational aura.
Well, technically, Flapjack managed to taste Candy Island with his saliva.
Oh yeah, that I do remember. Oh, what?
Oh, that was freaking nuts. I mean, like, all it was, they were just hallucinating. They were just high on seawater.
Yeah.
And the buzz, even more messed up is that it was on Flapjack's freaking birthday.
Oh, it's on Flapjack's birthday? Dang. Oh, remember the one where Flapjack was about to eat some pancakes and Knuckles needs some special maple syrup, and they had to go all the way to a special place, and the pancakes got like molded and stuff, and it became sentient.
Well, yeah, because I was like, is it really against the law to not eat Flapjacks with freaking syrup? I mean, like, it don't really matter that much, kinda.
And you know the fact that Knuckles, I worked with him drinking maple syrup, and I didn't understand this kid, but now I do. And it's like a homage to alcohol.
Yeah, I caught on to that too.
But I am curious what maple syrup actually tastes like. Cause I know what regular syrup tastes like, but I wanted to know what actual maple syrup tastes like.
It's just possibly the same thing, so like it don't really make any difference. And also from that episode, it was revealed that that's how Bubby named Flapjack after pancakes. But the true origin of Flapjack's name is actually a type of seaweed.
Really? I didn't know that.
And
But here's a question: how the heck did Flapjack, as a baby, end up on the seaweed? Like, where was his parents?
no one knows.
Really got stranded.
Man.
Probably explains this.
But he was lucky that Bubby did find him.
And that's probably it on my side. There was all a whole bunch of other stuff, but I mean, like, I just usually go for whichever comes to mind the most. Casting characters.
It always explain the voice of Flapjack.
Oh yes, one of the most spectacular and interesting dudes ever, Thurop Van Orman, the creator and voice of Flapjack. But before he came on board, it was actually Paul Rubens in mind to play Flapjack, but since he never showed up, Thurop took over, and there you have it.
That was a good decision overall because the success of Flapjack in the show overall been really great. Did pretty good work. Yes, one way introductions to him. Another time I got introduced to him was Adventures of Flapjack.
Oh, the tree witch.
What's this? Tree Witch, Kent, and Wishy.
Right, you had to voice actors again.
Yes.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. And another time you get introduced to him was Grand Wolf, where he plays Little Gideon.
Yes, sir.
Little Gideon. Yeah, I was pretty shocked that was him. I've been seeing him back.
But I swear to God, like, when I did hear his actual voice, I was like, what? That is amazing.
Bro, there is no way that actual voice was him.
Say it again?
Thank you.
And when I was watching the 107 facts about Flapjack, I was like, oh yeah, this is his real voice for sure. Good for him. But yeah. Also in the 107 facts, it was basically explaining his childhood. Yeah, that was pretty something. And the fact, I believe in one of the facts that, he had to sleep outside while he got locked out or something.
Yeah, he's.
Oh my God.
It said that he tried to go on his own adventure because, like, he ended up on an island and he got it said like sunburned real bad and he got filled with like rattlesnakes or something like that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
that's probably how he came up with Flapjack in the first place. Yeesh.
Well, yes. And what do you call it? Other than that,
There's also Todd from Rise of the TMNT.
yes. And he was also in the Angry Birds movie too, where he played voices, also being one of the animators in that film.
And oh wait, didn't he also directed that movie too?
I believe so, but yeah, it was pretty cool to see him there. He was also in Sanjay and Craig. He played multiple characters, but one you could say in particular is when he wasted like the chicken wings from, you know. We'll give you some vanilla.
You could just say Sanjay and Craig. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said Sanjay and Craig.
Oh, I mean, but also.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, even more interesting was like he was the original voice of Sprig from Amphibia.
That is right.
Really?
Yeah, different kind of design.
You know, if they kept him, he'd probably like voice another character in Amphibia.
Pretty much, yeah. But I think him and his work is effective when him along with other animators from shows are like really good friends.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And what is a country of origin
What do you mean?
for Thrupp Van Omen?
No, wait, why you ask? Like, country...
No, I'm just curious, because the way his name sounds almost Icelandic.
It's not, okay? Like, he was born in Norfolk, Virginia. It's just...
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but Flapjack overall, I guess he just one of the purest characters in all of like Cartoon Network or in the history of freaking animation as a whole. Never like a mean bone in his body, just friendly and upbeat, always ready for adventure.
Like both of them, I give them 50.
Same here.
And now we get to Captain Knuckles, or should I say, the Flying Dutchman. Oh!
Ah!
Lee.
Yeah. This is the second time I got introduced to Brian Dolmer, because of course, SpongeBob was the first for me.
Same. And also, I got introduced to him again, and Francis Snowman Returns, where he voiced that one dude.
And your Cypher?
Oh yeah, it's the same as you. First SpongeBob, and then wait. Actually, it was SpongeBob, then my gym partner's a monkey, then Flapjack.
I thought he was in My Chipper as a Monkey.
Yeah, Coach Gills.
Yep. And he was also on Buzz on Maggie, voicing her father, Chauncey.
He was also in Patowski.
Kick, Tasky.
He was also one of the voices of Boo the Bear, and then like years later, his brother would voice Boo the Bear. How funny is that?
Yep. There's also Santa Claus and Cat Dog.
Damn, Cat Dog. And he also voiced the T from Timo Supremo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And some guy named Al from American Dad.
I actually saw that episode. That was funny as hell.
He was also an Adventure Time voicing Prince Huge.
Oh yeah, that's basically okay. The story with him is basically what was it? What was his name? The Lurch, I believe. Yeah, wait. That's him, but we call it. He got recreated into that character. And basically, he's in the care of Street Sharks.
Wait.
Because you know Ron Perlman's character, right?
What, the Lich?
Yeah, he basically turned into that character.
Oh.
Because of the epic fights, yeah.
Okay.
But, my take for Captain Knuckles, at first you wouldn't like it because how mean he is, but you gotta say, some of those jokes are hilarious.
Yeah.
No.
And the reason, like, cause you tell he's like one claw-like hands. And when I was a kid, there's like this grinding machine, and he thought there was candy in there, and well, you would think what happened next. And yeah, and it has something to do with some guy thinking that his hands was supposed to be his, and a whole other scenario. And then Knuckles got disassembled. Yeah.
And your take first?
Yeah, just a classic old like. Yeah, he's just a big child. A child trapped in a grown man's body. I mean, like he does. Yeah, have his moments too where he can just be a little bit just cantankerous, but still hilarious. Nevertheless, because of Brian. I mean, I just gotta say, I just really like his voice in general, and it just really shocked me how much it changed when he was like in the, what was it? I think it was like in one of like the Caddyshack movies.
And he also did movies like National Lampoon's Christmas, 3 Stitches Just 12, and he also made an appearance in an episode of Two Broke Girls.
And yeah, first, was he also, this is how I got into college.
Oh, say it again?
Yeah, he was also in This Is How I Got Into College, remember?
Yeah, right, yeah, I did.
But yeah, just being part of the Murray brothers, like, out of all the Murrays, like, who is your favorite?
Brian.
Of course, Brian.
Oh, yes. Well, of course, you got introduced to Bill Murray. You ever got introduced to the other first, or just Brian and Bill?
I got introduced to Bill through the live-action Garfield movie.
Me too.
It's got yes.
Oh, yeah, Flapjack.
Yes. But overall, my score for both Brian and Knuckles, Infinity.
Same here.
Well, Brian Infinity, but for Knuckles, a 3.
Dang.
Boy, if you don't know, I'm funny. Alright. Next one, we got Roz Ryan as Bubby.
As Bubby. The one of the sweetest mothers out there. And a pretty sassy character, too.
Exactly. I basically got introduced to Roz Ryan through Cartoon because I first got introduced to her in Flapjack and Adventure Time in the Looney Tunes show.
Well, it was this and Looney Tunes show, but I didn't catch on until I grew up. Wait, that's Bubby? Holy cow! But yeah, Bubby, being the adopted mother of Flapjack and the transporter of Flapjack and Knuckles, and yeah, she's a really sweet mother, but don't get on her bad side.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Chris's statement. Because when it comes to like these kind of characters, Roz Ryan always like nails it.
Exactly. And not only just that, she also voices one of the muses at Hercules, Talia, the muse of comedy. She's a chubby one.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, not chubby.
No, just don't. All right, just stop before you hurt yourself and people's hearts.
Oculus.
Okay.
If you got that
And no.
From Hercules, come on.
I never seen Hercules.
Too bad.
That's a good film. My fault.
I might see it sometime, but she's also in Lil Stitch, the series, Kim Possible, Buzz Lightyear series, Kim Patowski, Adventure Time, like Blitz said, which is the female variant of Jake, Cake, which is a cat.
Yes.
And unfortunately, she's in TGG. I remember that episode where
she did the grandma voice for Cyber when he went all grandma.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna knock some sense out of you.
And yeah, of course, the character we're talking from the Looney Tunes show, she was one of the few lucky ones to play Witch Hazel.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and of course I got just went through the original one, but I like this one better because like the fact that she's Bugs' neighbor and she's actually nice. Well, according to her, she's not always a nice witch while threatening Daffy.
Yes. I also got introduced to some live action shows, like, you know the show Casey and the Cooper?
I do, but I haven't really seen any episodes. I mean, I think I see one or two. I might be mistaken, but what character does she play in that show?
She plays Casey's grandmother.
Good role.
Yeah, and she was also in Raven's Home.
I'm sorry?
Raven's Home.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's a great actor, and I love that she's so grown up with all like her acting.
Oh yeah, she is one. That's the actor, but that's what I like about her. So for her and Bobby, 10 out of 10.
Betty.
Alright, now let's hope you all want some candy, because now we're going to Peppermint Larry.
Yeah, he's basically the bartender for Flapjack and Knuckles, where they come to the candy barrel. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Great. So yeah, he's a good friend to them. But what I don't like about Larry, you know the way he opens his mouth? He always shows his gums. That's what I don't like.
Duh, because that's how the show was created. I mean, like, created to be just weird. Like, some characters are meant to be weird, and Flapjack is the only one to be seen as adorable to most viewers.
I see.
Can I just ask you something? Do you think it's kind of weird that he has a candy boy, or what is it?
I think it's pretty weird, and the fact that he needs help. Don't start again.
You strike again.
But there's actually a theory why he made that voice. So there's basically a theory that he made it after the bubblegum because Larry actually went to the cameras basically, and he made it for his bubblegum one time, and unfortunately he had to leave, and he had a big crush on her, so that's basically why he named his wife after her. Wife.
And she does kind of resemble a princess a tiny bit.
So that's the theory.
And there's also an episode I forgot to point out that there's supposed to be like a map made of candy wrappers, and Knuckles had the last one, and Knuckles gave him a fake one, and he, instead of Candy Island, it was Pickle Island. Yeah. But he's an alright character. I mean, if you do like him. And there's also this one that has something to do with pool cables. But for him, 7.
Well, let's give credit to the actor first before we go for Sean.
Well, of course, Jeff Bennett.
Mr. Jeff Bennett is other than voicing for Larry, also voicing the later books.
Which was a shock to me because I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, he also voiced some Slippery Pete's, and also there was also the inventor and the wait a second. Yeah, there was the inventor and there was that pilot guy. Like they were revealed to be brothers. You remember that?
What, inventor and professor? Wow. Dang. Well, I mean, they do have similar body build and mustaches, and they're voiced by the same dude.
It's not the point, but yeah.
Well, no doubt about it. Next up is Steve Little as Dr. Barber.
Yeah, before watching Flapjack, I first got introduced to him. We all used the hashtag
But I just gotta for me it was Camp Lazlo when he played the Dung Brothers Chip and Skip. But when you brought up Adventure Time, I had no idea that he was Pepper Butler. I didn't know he was capable of doing that.
And I didn't know he voiced those characters until you mentioned it.
He also voiced another character in thing called the Duke of Nuts. Remember that episode Fresh?
I do. What I do remember is that Finn accidentally threw acid, I think, like if it was like acid on Princess Bubblegum in her head, and she was just...
That episode, oh man, I remember it so well. What have you done?
Yeah.
And she thought it was Duke, and he is obsessed with pudding. My pudding cups. But yeah, I really felt so bad about Princess Bubblegum because her entire hair fell off because what Finn did. And not only that, it's also that random guy that got his ninja outfit and glasses stolen from that episode where Jake and Finn tried to rescue this little girl from this thief gate thing.
No, I mean, okay, that was Thief City. She conned them into stealing some treasure chest because, because she's revealed to be a thief. But that was just a minor role.
Yeah. My Jamie! My glasses! And there's also Turtle Princess. I don't know if you remember that character.
I mean, seriously, just a little turtle that is a princess.
Going back to his character from Flapjack, go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper is a pretty questionable character.
Hello?
I'm still here. I was waiting for you to see if you I say anything after I did.
Yeah, if your ratings, you're gonna say it's creepy at times, especially when it gets up close, but it's really hard to get that much.
And between, also I'll be right back. I got victim.
Oh, what?
Yeah, now it's on because you jumped too early.
That's what she said, but alright. What is your final ratings for Dr. Butler?
5.
2.
3.
Oh. Remember, I don't know if you told that episode, but I'll go ahead and say anyway before we move on. But this is one where he asked Flapjack, can I go to Washington over his shop but never touch his drawer because it was his wife in there. It turns out to be
His mom.
Mother. I don't want to keep saying wife for.
But moving on. Okay, first, what's that Scott voicing Charles?
Yeah. From who is associated with Lady Nicklebottoms, right? But Charles, yes, of course, just the servant boy or servant man or whoever you want to call, just follows orders, and I just really personally like the voice because, of course, reminds of Tetherby that Blitz always just wants me to do.
Tetherby, yeah. And don't forget King Goobot from Jimmy Neutron.
Yes, after the great Patrick Stewart.
Okay, now that you said that, I can hear the similarity.
Yes.
My lady. When as a kid, I always thought Charles was a woman because he was wearing lipstick.
So that's how people lived back in the day.
I don't know, but it confused me as a kid. I remember what else about him, but what are your thoughts about Charles?
Once again, it's just the voice for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Just 4.
I'll go with both.
Alright, so next up is Antoni Spoiler, the voice of Misleading. You know Misleading?
Yeah, she
I don't know who she is.
she's the teacher.
Oh,
and
the
at school.
teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the name of her voice actor, but go on.
I mean, I remember that she's a teacher, and of course I mentioned earlier that in her classes were puppets. But looking at it right now, she is in Invader Zim.
Great for you, man.
And Sophia the First, named someone named Beth. Count Chicken, Johnny Bravo, and the Angry Beavers.
And you're from your side first?
Yeah, she's a really nice lady. She's one of the much more attractive looking characters, and always just wants her students to succeed and learn and everything a good teacher should.
I love how her name is misleading. You know, misleading.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. I was never caught that as a kid, but now I was like, oh, wow. You learn something new every day. Oh, Jack, I'll be right back again. Now my mom's coming.
Fine, alright. Cool, Christian. You're almost on, let's go.
Alright, so A-Arm really is like a giant octopus named A-Arm really because, of course, he has 8 arms.
No
and
crap.
he's very menacing, got like an eye patch and a tiny ship on his head. And I don't remember what the episode's called, but he does sing an adventure song. Adventure, 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 adventure. You remember that episode?
One time, yeah.
Okay. Anything on your side for 8 arms?
Just say Willie.
Willie, yes. I thought he had a really cool design. You know, his character arc in the first one I saw him. Yeah, it was not that bad.
And a shocker for me to find out that 4 Arms voice actor voices him. Now I know that who voices him, and it's just pretty bizarre. And you, Fresh?
Yes, I agree. Mostly agree with like everything y'all said. But for me, for Richard McGonagall, it was a regular show because I just had no idea that it was him in this. I honestly thought it was Jeff Bennett.
In other words, he has done like Batman Telltale series where he played as Carmine Falcone, and in Chicolo Ace in Action for the Wii, he also played 2 characters, Mayor Tricularchy and this Bulldog dude. I forgot what his name was, but yeah, I was like, wait, those characters sound so familiar. They're like, wow, childhood blown up. But yeah, he's an alright character. I give him a 9 out of 10.
Nice. Alright. And from your side first, like your score?
Infinity, of course.
Okay, same here. Alright, now we go to the Doc Hack.
I don't remember much about this character, but it was a total shocker that was Darren Norris.
Yeah. Like, first we get like the toy.
Oh god! I mean, I think he was like, "You are the ugliest kid I've ever seen." It's almost like he's trying to put on a bad Marge Simpson impression. No offense. I mean, like, but I just see.
Imagine if that's what he's going with. Hey, Darren, can you do a Marge Simpson impression? Homer. Perfect. That's the voice they're gonna give to Dog Hack.
But yeah, I was pretty shocked about Darren's like talent with this particular character, especially playing a female character.
Exactly. Like, you would never think that that woman would be voiced by a dude, especially the guy that voiced Cosmo and Mr. Turner. Oh, and Joker Bond Strangle.
Yep. Oh yeah, I gotta say she's pretty crucial, especially with Peppermint Larry, like very like certain the rules and everything.
Especially that one time where like the candy barrel got closed down because she mistook his rap puppets as the actual real thing. So, yeah, she just overreacted a little.
Uh-huh.
For her character, I give her a 5 out of 10, but this is the fucking voice talent. I give it like a 50.
Same as you.
Okay, Vanity for voice talent and for character-wise, a 1. Since how bad you described her. I agree how you handle her, so.
Alright, next up, we have Jackie Buzz Carnarlio voicing Sally Syrup. Yeah, one of the few times I got introduced to her was Adventure Time, where she plays Susan. Of course, other media you might know her from is Gravity Falls, where she plays Pacifica Northwest.
Yes.
Right, and of course, I didn't realize that was her at the time, but yeah, my reintroduction of her was Pacifica Northwest. And yeah, in Adventure Time, she voices a character named Susan Strong.
He just
Kara.
said that.
Yeah, I just
I didn't hear it because of Mike.
What was a shocker about her character in Adventure Time? That Susan was actually a robot the whole time.
What?
I was not expecting that plot twist.
But yeah, another character that she voiced in Adventure Time was the Cute King.
And who is the Cute King?
Well, she was basically annoying. That's all I could say, because it's been a while since I've seen the episode. And
All right.
what do you call it?
And Steven Universe, she voices Fidelia.
Yeah, that sour cream and onions like mother.
Yeah. Well, of course, before I got introduced to her older parents, of course, they show flashbacks of her younger self. And then, and there's like this one episode where apparently she knows Amethyst, so. And she was also in Rick and Morty, voicing a character named Annie, and random character in Harvey Beak.
But yes, explain more about her character in Flapjack.
It's been a while, but I would say Flapjack did develop a crush, and I mentioned earlier in this episode that there are like random hearts popping up where times he sees her or thinks about her or whatever. And apparently when he tastes it, it tastes really good. And of course, Larry was like using them for his profit. But it turns out to be bugs. It's like, oh my god, they've been eating bugs the whole time. That's just really bizarre. And they're in his head the whole time. It's like, ugh. But she's an alright character. I don't remember much about her besides the episode. So, I'll give her a 9.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next up, you remember the character? Yeah, J.K. Simmons voiced it, Poseidon.
Yeah.
I do not.
Poseidon. Go ahead, Fresh.
I mean, like, of course, the god of the sea, and I gotta say, yeah, J.K. Simmons, like, he really did throw me off here, and like, I do remember him in this episode where, of course, where Flapjack and Knuckles were trying to like get some candy, and Knuckles had to take on the appearance of being like this statue, this figurehead on the bow of a ship. And Poseidon, he got all ticked off because it was actually because that figurehead was supposed to resemble his daughter, I believe, or granddaughter, whoever she was supposed to be, and he just got really mad about like, I need something in return. So instead, like, Knuckles is forced to give him one of his body parts, so it was supposed to be his nose. And so yeah.
And your overall score?
I'd say like 8 out of 10.
Cool. Alright,
I'll take your word for it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next up, Fresh with Jude Bray.
I gotta say, like, in one episode, she really did surprise me, but let's see, the first time that I got to know her was when she plays this old lady Ruth, where like turns out that she was swallowed by Bubby, and in this episode where Bubby got a stomach ache, it was because she was poking her with her netting, her netting sticks, and it revealed that she was supposed to be this world famous pie maker, and yeah, like she's decent. Another different episode where Flapjack attends a birthday party. Like, there's this kid that she voiced, a young boy, who just tells this tale about Flapjack, Knuckles, and Bubby about how they're supposed to be like these mysterious, strange outsiders or something like that. And when she did the freaking laugh, I'm sorry, but when she did the freaking Flapjack laugh, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it was something. And of course, what do you call it? With introductions of Jude Bray, yeah. The first one for me was, of course, Granny.
Yes, me too. From Baby Looney Tunes, and to be specific.
For you, Okay, for me it was the Looney Tunes show, Space Jam, and what was it? Back in Action, yeah.
Okay, same here. That's how I know Granny Best. May she rest in peace.
And let's see here. Your overall score for her Rolls Royce?
Yeah, like Infinity, because of how much it was just like that.
I'll be right back. I think Mom's coming. Call me, Mom.
Alright, then, first, you remember any more cast members?
Yeah, searching now. Let's see who we. Wait, I could've. Yeah.
There was Kevin Mike Richardson.
Right. Yes, as Cammy. Remember?
Well, I don't remember the character, but when I saw your Kim Richardson Redux Ornamental, it's like
Hall of the Greats. Hall of the Greats,
What?
Dodo. It's Hall of the Greats, Dodo.
Did I say Ornamental? God dang it!
Oh, you going on Mantle for Kim Richardson? Okay. So who do we cast for this awesome man? We'll see.
Shush. Anyway, besides Cammy, well, you can explain what else he has done.
Well, just minor characters here and there. I mean, like, that's all I really just know, but it was kind of cool. I mean, it was a little bit off-putting to know that the character was actually a female.
And there was also Great Delisle.
And yeah, I was just about to bring that up because there was that one episode where when Knuckles lost his hat to a chimpanzee, and she played that she played that lady that studied them, and ooh, I mean, like, even though that.
Are you talking about Gertrude?
I mean, like, what, like glasses and ponytail? If you're trying to look for.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, I saw that character on YouTube. I totally forgot about her, but yeah, I forgot her name. I'll find out soon. But there's also one episode where she voiced this man that has a woman's voice.
Kind of reminds me of Bronco Stan.
I talking about the one where Dipper poured that voice changer in his coffee.
Yeah.
Oh man, classic.
Bronco Stan. Can't take it serious.
I know. Like, I wonder how long that wore off.
What do you call it? But she was also one of the voices of Misleading because she had 3 voices for the show.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh. Wonder why she had 3 voices.
Alright, action.
No way! Look at that. That's it.
But other ones, yes, Dana Schneider.
Now, who do you play in the show?
Let's see, he played a character named Herman.
Like, yeah, just basic minor characters. That's all. Like, I don't really recognize anybody.
But I did notice somebody from there. So okay. Yeah, let's double check if this is the same guy. Oh yeah, one of the cast members from the Nanny show was in the show.
Like,
hold on, just going back. Okay, it was. No, if I go back here. Yeah, it was Maxwell. Christian?
Maxwell.
You know from the Nanny?
Oh my, no, he was in that show?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a big turnaround for me, because that's how I knew him best was the Nanny, and wow.
Yeah. He voiced a few characters like Worthington, what was it, Valancourt.
Whoa. He voiced Worthington? Oh my lord, my mind is blowing like a bunch of dynamite. God dang. Holy crap.
See?
Man. Mr. Sheffield, my man. And he also appeared in a show, I don't know if you've ever seen it, called Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yes, I've seen it a few times here and there.
So yeah, he actually appeared in one episode. But glad you told me that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I tried to find her on Google, but I couldn't find her. But I found her on Behind Voice Actors. Her name was Dr. Proctor, the one that first I was talking about with the glasses.
Yes, that's her.
Yeah. Other than that, there was also D. Bradley Baker and Billy West.
And Cree Summer.
Yes. And there was Greg Baldwin, Damon Kay, and Hannah Ward. And that's...
Oh, there was Biz Markie.
Right. Dang. That was a shocker. Yes. The first time I got introduced to him, before knowing he was a rapper, is Adventure Time and Sponsor Square Pants, where he plays Kenny the Cat.
For me, it was Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh, cool.
Yo, Gabba, Gabba! Yo, Gabba, Gabba! Yo, Gabba! Nice.
Yeah, Kenny the Cat. He was an interesting fellow, especially holding his breath for that long, but revealing that he needed an oxygen tank.
Yep. I mean, like Sandy said, how would a cat breathe underwater? There has to be like some sort of catch.
Hold on. So you know Go Lagoon, right? Why is there water in water? Think about it. There's beach water and they living on the water. Why is that?
Okay, look, it's cartoon logic, okay? Like, you want to show about fishes under the sea, and you want a beach for them to play on.
Fish.
That work. And
not fishes.
also, they drink water, and they sweat underwater. They cry underwater. A lot of other...
This just makes sense. No, I'll explain that. But...
They blow... Well, of course, blows make sense because fish do that. But remember that episode where, with Wormy trying to do a butterfly, as SpongeBob blew bubbles with his helmet on?
Yes. Wait. Patrick, how do you explain this fire if we're underwater and it goes off?
I know. And immediately he said that. I mean, it was fun until it was like... It's gone. And then it came back on after he kicked the log. It's like, how you turn it on? You kick it. And remember that one where Patsy said everything?
Alright, now let's go to our final thoughts.
Oh wait, isn't there something you wanted to say?
Oh yeah, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, the game. So yeah, in one of the video games, yes, because there was two of them. Two of the actors did reprises of Flapjack and Knuckles. It was actually Yolonto as Flapjack and Nolan North as Knuckles. Yeah, and I gotta say, both of them pulled it off, the voices.
They did.
Yeah.
And I am impressed that they did.
Because also, what was it? Yeah, also in the game, Yuri also voiced it, and of course, number one, and was that the game he also voiced Kevin, I believe?
I'm positive.
Yeah, and of course, No also voiced Mojo Jojo and Father.
Yes.
Mojo Jojo.
Oh, also Hostel Gato.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hostel Gato.
Yeah.
Billy and Mandy.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I was pretty sure, and yeah, that game in particular, it was really smart to like let other actors voice, other cartoon characters.
And yeah, and they did surprisingly good.
Like, which ones were you surprised about?
Mostly Tara's roles, not only with Bubbles reprising her, but also Buttercup, Chowder, Cheese, Dexter.
And what were your thoughts about Patricia voicing Aku and Vilgax?
Well, where you put your voice comparison video of Vilgax, he did pretty good, but I haven't heard what he sounds like as Aku.
What do you call it? Other ones. Oh yeah, there was Quentin Flynn who voices Billy and the Toilinator.
Yeah, he did great as Billy. Like, when I heard the voice, when he did reference from the freaking episode Chicken Bowl Z, bring it on, baby cakes.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Let's see, other ones. Oh yeah, Great Jello voices Boston.
And Mac.
Yes. Also, Keith Burton did reprise as Blue and Samurai Jack for the first time.
And who voiced Dexter?
Tara?
Oh.
And let's see here. Other surprising one. Just looking for. Okay, just going back. Oh yeah, Nolan also voiced the Scotsman from Samurai Jack.
Right. How could we forget it?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, who do you prefer, John or Nolan?
John always.
Yeah, he does it more better, especially with the insulting.
Also, Yuri Lowenthal also voices Captain Planet.
Yes.
I just like how Kevin made a reference to Captain Planet and Ultimate Alien.
I know. And along with that, X-Files.
You know how one cartoon, and he starts like mumbling the theme song?
I know. Can you imagine if he did the freaking X-Files thing and he does dun 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 dun. Oh man, that would be so funny. But of course that was a missed opportunity. But I'm sure they would have thought about doing it. But
are you familiar with an actor named Neil Kaplan?
I do not. Oh, who is he?
Well, he's mostly known for his anime roles, but yeah, one of the ones I recognize him as Optimus Prime from Transformers Robot Disguise in 2001. He basically took over for Grimm and Johnny Bravo.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't know who he is.
But yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay. So, other than all that, and now we go for final thoughts.
Alright, so, it's okay series to watch if you're up for it. I gave it a 9 out of 10.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Around this time, I did consider it my second favorite Cartoon Network show, but it's now my third favorite behind regular show and Chowder, so I give it that. It was a lot of great memories, a lot of funny, hilarious times. This was one of the many ones that made me feel, of course, alive again, as usual, but it certainly does do its job just fine. It's one of the many shows I was glad to just binge more on to get much more memories and much more good feelings and everything.